YOLO, my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 41 of the Best Plus Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is sweets, no sweats. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think that they can help. And with that being said, we got our challenges going on. You know what they are. If you don't, there's many other episodes where I go over them, and maybe if I have time, I'll hit them at the end, but I don't think so, because I'm going to make a fun little dessert today, but after I get to the positive word of the day, which is possibilities, the state or fact of being possible. Now, I know that seems kind of a goofy positive word of the day, but I don't know. Possibilities are abounding, right? It's never impossible. It's I'm possible, right? I know it was kind of corny, but anyway. So what I wanted to do today was I had gone to the grocery store on Friday, I think. And they had some clearance, and you know how much I love the clearance. Especially the baked goods. So what they had were angel food cakes, and they're 99 cents, and I got 2. And what I want to do is I want to make a trifle. That's right, I said trifle. Couple things are backfiring on me already, so the no sweats is almost like we need to cancel that out. So what I was going to do was I was going to cut up the angel food cake into cubes, right? You know, decent sized cubes. Then I was going to kind of macerate the strawberries, get them nice and juicy. And then I put those on top of the angel food cake. And then I have cheesecake pudding, and I have 2 boxes of this. So I figured I would make like a custard to go on top of that. And then I do that again. And then finish it off with, I have canned whipped cream. I'm not a big canned whipped cream gal, but they had it at the store. And the heavy whipping cream was way more expensive. So here's where we are. Okay, the other downfall is that each box of pudding requires 2 cups of milk. Well, I was already going to not use milk. I had oat milk, and I have vanilla oat milk. So I thought that would be kind of fun. But I'm just below the 2 cup line. So I was going to top it off with a little Greek yogurt, which I don't think I have enough of, and I might even have to use regular milk. But before we start actually, we do want to start the pudding process because it needs to set, I believe. Let me read the instructions. Okay, so I want to say thank you to my son. He bought me this cool microphone. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. I can't tell. I see the line moving, but I don't know if it moved before when I didn't have the microphone. But hopefully the sound quality on the video will be a lot better, even with the windows open, which is what I love to do when it's morning time and it's still kind of cool outside. So the nice thing about this, the no sweat part, was because it was supposed to be pretty easy to do. So no sweats there. And then the other thing was supposed to be that it didn't use up a lot of your daily calories. So you wouldn't have to work it off or sweat. And then, like, the last thing was that I had another reason and I just lost it. Gosh darn it, if it didn't just leave my brain. Anywho, I love this pudding. It's sugar-free. It smells just like cheesecake. It's fabulous. Oh, and the other thing was I was going to put the Greek yogurt in, so we'll have a little bit of protein in our wonderful. And it's going to make it a little bit thicker too, which is going to be kind of nice. Oh, the last sweat part, or which actually is making me sweat, is I thought I had a glass bowl so you could see all the layers. Apparently I don't. And this is the biggest thing I have. So welcome to the fancy trifle. Yeah. So far that's the major downfalls. That and my microphone thing wasn't, charged. I don't even know if I have it plugged in right. All right. So hopefully adding this will give us the other 2 cups that we need. Because this has to set for a little while. Gonna plop it in with the other oat milk. Let's see where we get. Hopefully I won't have to add too much regular milk. Not that there's anything wrong with regular milk. But if you have somebody that's lactose intolerant, obviously you wouldn't be adding the yogurt or the whipped cream either. You'd be finding your substitutes. I feel like there's a lot of non-dairy dairies out there now, so to speak. What are we at? Oh, that only gave us 3 cups. All right. So, I'm going to have to use... Oh! I don't know why I made it sound like I just got shot. Got to put this down for a second, guys. Some regular milk. So, milk that I wanted to use, but I think I'm actually going to try and whisk it just to see if it helps smooth out the lumps from the gurt. So, yeah, I want y'all to be able to have dessert time without being punished for it. I think that's only fair. And it shouldn't take up all your calories for the day either, And to have fruit in it is always a plus because, let's face it, we don't add fruit to our meals typically. I mean, yeah, you have your orange chicken and that kind of thing, but I don't know. I was going to look on the box. How long does it say? It will soft set in 5 minutes. It does say whisk the pudding with the milk, so I'm getting a head start. Guys. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to want to do, obviously, is get the strawberries cut up. All right, I think we're good and mixed. Holy crap, that's heavy. That's heavy. It seems like so much milk. I don't know why. I don't know. Just feels like it. Oh, this smells so good. If you guys have ever tried the cheesecake pudding, I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. I love it. And like I said, it's sugar-free. It's just really good. Let's get this. Oh, I gotta whisk it for 2 minutes. And mark it, set, go, huh? See, now I got the cord from the microphone whacking. So yes, my birthday is coming up on Sunday. And he thought it would be fun to have me open one. Which it is fun because it turned out to be something I can use today. Woohoo! So the one place I have found the cheesecake pudding, because I don't find it everywhere, is Walmart. And one of the only places I ever found it, to be honest. But when did pudding get so expensive? It's $1 a box. It used to be like 25, 50 cents. I feel like, oh yeah, this is setting up nice. So this will go on, I'm trying to decide if I want to do the custard on top of the, I think we have to do the berries on top of the angel food cake, don't you? Give it a nice little, flavoring, if you will. And like I said, I think the most hardest part of this whole dessert is either having all of these things or just having the time to cut everything up and put it together. Or letting things set, like the pudding has to set and the berries have to macerate for a little while. This is where you put a little bit of sugar on them and let them sit so they can kind of create their own juices. I don't like to do too much. I just use a little sugar, and I put or honey. Sometimes I might use honey this time. All right, perfect. That was, and I'm going to put this in the fridge now. Again, I got to unclip myself. I don't know. It has a longer cord, but because it's not charged yet, I don't know if I should. Okay, so that goes in there. All right, the next thing we're going to do, I'm just going to leave it on the counter for a little while, because I know I'm going to have to go over here and watch such. The only other thing is I'm going to say I probably don't have strawberries, so a couple of a little pumpkin. I'm going to try anyway, cut out at first. I'll say when they all come together, it's not going to really matter. Right? I'm going to rinse out this measuring cup and use this. Put my berries in. The nice thing about this is I could do a little bit of mushing of a few. I don't know what it is this, but yeah. Just putting them at so worried about like making sure I got all. You need my herring. I put it right on top of the microphone. Okay. I need my paring knife for this. So what I'm going to do is just cut them in quarters. Once I cut the, the gook off. So yeah, I had this idea, I don't know, yesterday. So I didn't even have the idea when I went to the store. I think I'm going to leave them in half because, what was my thought process? Because then they'll be around the same size as the cubes of angel. And see, the thing about them is they smell so, I'll cut that one at a quarter anyway. They smell so sweet that, I don't think they're going to need a lot of sugar in it. Oh, okay. So last week I made a frozen ham meal, and we had it the other day. It's very good. I would say the only thing I would change is probably the vegetables I used. I didn't like the squash with it. Carrots were good. The asparagus was good. And the other thing is I forgot to put the broccoli in there. I've switched to cutting them into quarters for some subconscious reason. So I guess that's what we're doing. But overall, it was really good. I liked the creaminess of it. I wish I would have been able to mix it a little bit better. So obviously a bigger bowl is what you're going for. Or use less stuff. Crazy. I know. What am I telling you already? And then I allowed it to thaw before I put it in the oven because I didn't want that to affect the amount of time it took to cook it, which was a half an hour at 400. And I think mine was still kind of frozen in the middle because yeah, it was still a little. It wasn't cold by any means, but. And then the other thing I did was I remember I put press and seal underneath the aluminum foil, and then what I did was when I cooked it, I took the press and seal off, and I tented the aluminum foil, and I left it on for the first. I think I set it for. I think I did half and half. So I did half with it tented and half with it off. And I think that could have contributed to why it wasn't as done, or why it was done as it was. Because maybe it helped steam the center a little bit. So draw from that, because I don't recall it saying whether or not I was supposed to keep the foil on. So I might have to check that one for y'all. But the ham and the noodles and the cream cheese, flavored cream cheese, all together, really good. I really liked the texture. It wasn't super duper like gummy creamy. It would be a good alternative, like for like if you like Alfredo, and maybe use instead of that Boursin or the Alouette, those types of cheeses. I don't know if they're a little less calories. I'd have to check, but I know they have like a garlic and herb that might be good with this. I do think it needed it was plenty salty enough, but I do think it needed some other seasoning. So I was glad that I did put the garlic, butter garlic, I'll get it yet, croutons on the top. Yeah, and Peyton said it was delicious, and I did not ask my husband what he thought. He ate quite a bit of it, so either he was really hungry or it was the past inspection. Like I said, I think I might change the vegetables up a little bit. Like I liked the asparagus in there, and I think I would put actual onion instead, not instead of, but in unison with the chive and onion cheese. But I would definitely try the Alouette or that other cheese. I don't know what the difference is between like them and a cream cheese, but I don't know. I think it might be fun to try that at least. I know they have quite a few different flavors, so you could flavor pasta any way you want. Whoop! Oh, I started throwing the garbage into the strawberries. Knucklehead. So yeah, we're gonna get these going. Hopefully they'll get macerated pretty quickly here, since a lot of them are on the verge of being already macerated. I mean, they smell super nice, fresh. I want to get to the other part. Start cutting up the angel food cake. I did put another one in. What the heck? Oh, I tell you. So, feeling better? I don't know. I have a good day. That one's just. Ugh. This one's on the verge. But I'm doing it. Definitely have my bad days. Yesterday was not a great one. Whew, felt like every joint was on fire. My ankles, my knees, my wrists. Yuck. All right. Getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. And it looks like I'm going to have a decent amount of strawberries. I was able I haven't had a hard time talking in a while. Able to salvage most of them, so that's good. And I mean, for the most part, other than maybe being allergic to strawberries, you could maybe use a different fruit. You could add other fruits to the strawberries. I had blueberries, but they didn't make it. They were too far gone. And I had peaches, and those were too far gone too. But I would definitely throw them in there. I must do it again. They were super duper juicy. Okay, so let me get all my garbage into this strawberry container. Okay, and I'm gonna say this dessert isn't costing me a ton of money because the two angel food cakes were $1 a piece. The puddings are $1 a piece, and the strawberries were $3 for 2 pounds. And then the whipped cream, I think, was another $1. Somewhere in there, $2. That was probably the most expensive thing. Crazy. All right, this rinsed off, and I'm going to I'm going to get this maceration going. So one thing I would say you could probably do, since we've already cut them off, is maybe just kind of take your knife and cut through them a little bit. But so I'm going to add the honey. I don't need a lot, remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should be good. And then a little bit of vanilla. Okay, let me get my spoon back. Stir it up. Love adding vanilla to strawberries. It's just such a nice. Okay, I'm gonna let those sit off to the side. I'm gonna try one a little bit to see if we need to add any more vanilla or honey. All right, so now the fun starts. We get to start putting this bad boy together. So now the nice thing about angel food cake is it's not super, it's 100 calories. But let's face it, once we get it all cut up, you're not going to get 100 calories worth, probably. Oh. All right, so what I decided I would do, and it's nice that they come in these, like, wolves. I'm going to try and cut them into cubes. The other nice thing or fun thing would be to make them like little appetizers on, like on a fancy toothpick or something. But figured I really didn't have enough strawberries for that, so I figured I'd just make a bigger version. But the fun thing was I was thinking you could even like dip the whole toothpick in chocolate. So you could have like a nice, this is almost like pound cake. It's so moist. Wow. And then I think what I'm going to do, obviously I have them cut like this. So I'm going to cut it in half this way. So that we end up with like, they look like croutons. And then I'm going to dump them into my very fancy, what do I want to call it? I can't even think of the word. Trifle container. I know y'all are jealous out there in YouTube land. And like I said, if you're having people over, maybe you have somebody that can't have, I don't know, chocolate. Great alternative. So this is the first layer. Fill it in. Joke. All right, so this is first layer. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now we have to wait. I will cut up the other ancient food cake, so that's ready to go. We want to get this fruit going so we get some sort of juice. Ladies, cooperate. Okay, I think we're good somewhere. But I also had this thought, like, I didn't want the angel food cakes to go to waste, which I felt like they would have had I let them sit there much longer. And then the other thing is, I didn't want to freeze them because, I don't know, I feel like they wouldn't freeze very well, especially when they're this moist. And, do I even know these? With tree nuts. Containing tree nuts. But I can. Yeah, I was worried the freezing process would be bad, so I just thought how they felt in the package. I also got a pumpkin pie for 99 cents, which we've already started eating from. And I also got a chocolate, like, bundt cake for 99 cents. Yeah, I bought the rest of the marked it down baked goods pretty much. And the lady that was checking me out goes, were these over by the back door? Or were they by the bakery? I said, no, they were by the back door, but I took them. I think I left like one thing and it was something I couldn't have. I think it was like, I don't remember what it was. But I said, yeah, I think I pretty much, I bought you out. She's like, darn you. I'm like, sorry. But one of the reasons why I go to that grocery store is because they have such great bakery stuff. And for the most part, the reason I buy from the bakery, right, even though it has like a product label on it, not just a bakery label. Let me go grab it real quick. Let me see. Like if I can read all the ingredients, like they're not. No, I can't. Not all. Monocalcium phosphate, which I'm sure is some sort of like baking soda or not the greatest for you. Let's just say that. But better than a lot of alternatives, I would say. Whew. Starting to get warm here today already. Alright, how are my strawberries coming? Hoping they'll be done. This one's not cooperating as much. It's starting to fall apart on the sides. Hey! It's sad when you have to talk to your food and it's not listening. It's like talking to the children. Hey! Get it. Oh well. It's not going to stay, so I'm just going to work it the way it wants to be worked. Chop that up and they can just stay there on the ground. Alright. Whoop! I'm sweating and I'm not supposed to be. Okay. Oh, goodness. What are you doing? Okay. So. I never remember to turn that off. I want to try one of these. Okay. Definitely going to need the excuse me, I'm not flipping them off. It's very moist. Oh my gosh. Really, really good. All right. So, it does kind of have a little bit of a pound cake flavor to it. All right. I don't think we're doing too bad on this, guys. Let's see. I got like 3 cups of strawberries. So, I'm going to do half. I should have picked a bigger spoon. I'm off camera. For some reason, I just love to do that to you guys. Okay. It isn't as full looking as I was hoping it was going to be. And I've already probably put more in there. Put a little. Oh yeah, I got a lot of sauce. Gotta save some for the other half. All right, and then I'm gonna go get my pudding. Oh yeah. Oh, she's a beauty. I don't know why I like to do these things away from you guys. And get rid of the knife. Good thing you can't see what's going on down here. The amount of things that I drop. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. I wish I would have measured this out because I really don't. I mean, I realize that 2 cups of milk per box of pudding, but let me get that. I think my car warranty's up. All right. So I think I got this pretty whipped. All right. Let me see. Go about this. She's not gonna be pretty, guys. I'm just saying. I'm not one of those dessert people that like can make it look beautiful and like it's not touching the sides or any of that business. Yeah. That's not how it works. Unfortunately. It might taste delicious, but it ain't gonna be pretty. And yeah, I understand the whole eating with your eyes thing. I really, really do. Okay, let me get rid of this one. I get it. I really do. But, let's face it, it's dessert. Dessert doesn't have to look beautiful. Alright, I think I've got more than half in there. And then try and spread it around. Spread the love. Oh my god. You guys. I can tell already it's gonna be delicious. Okay. One last thing I forgot to grab. Oh no. I think I'm only gonna have enough for the top. Doesn't feel like I have that. Okay, so now I was gonna put a layer of whipped cream in the middle and then put another row. But people have been hitting the cream hard, I think, here. I don't usually have it like on hand because I usually make it like how sweet the canned stuff is usually, or how not as creamy. I usually buy the extra creamy though, so. And if you are allergic to dairy, you can always use a non-dairy. And sometimes you can find those in the freezer section. Hopefully, we have enough. Might have to add strawberries. I'm not gonna lie. I feel as though we might have to, and I might have to run out and get more whipped cream too. Okay, so we're gonna get this on here. Try and spread it out as much as possible. Ooh, that sounds horrible. Yeah, we definitely used more on the top, which is nice. Finish it off with the... So annoying. Okay. The nice thing is, I have a big pile of angel food cake crumbs on here that I think I'm going to top it with. For final garnish. Trying to get this all spread out nice and evenly. Of course, it's not moving or cooperating the way I want it to. I might need to get a spatula here. The texture on this custardy, whatever we want to call this, pretty awesome. Nice and thick. And keep in mind, we did add Greek yogurt. You can omit that if you have enough oat milk or some variation of dairy. You could add a little whipping cream to it and make it more like a mousse. Or a non-dairy. Could actually add a non-dairy to the pudding. Right? I'm really not trying to be annoying. I'm just trying to get the rest of this out of here. Gotta use up as much as I can. Okay, I gotta try. Oh my. Alright, I think I'm gonna use my spotless my offset spatula. I know it doesn't make sense, it's not really cake, but I'm just trying to get it over all the angel food, so to speak, and the berries. I'm gonna cover it. I want it to be dry, right? And I'm gonna say you probably need to let this set for a little while, okay? Just so it has a chance to get the angel food cake a little moist. Okay? And lastly, well, close to us. We're gonna do, hopefully I can get some So let's just say I'm gonna finish it. I will buy more. I'm gonna finish off the top. And voila, you have half a trifle. But doesn't it look good? Look, you can see on the sides, hopefully as it sits in the fridge, it has a chance to, like I said, vegetate. And maybe we'll just put this over the top. Just as a garnish. I realize, again, it's not the most beautiful thing ever as I stick my finger in the cream. Okay, guys. Are we excited about this? She kind of looks pretty. Even with that little bit of whipping cream on there. And then, I'm going to put her in the fridge. I will cover her in a little bit. Don't you like how I give her a pronoun? I can't wait to see how that looks. Okay. So, I'm going to let it marinate for a little while. And I'm going to come back and we're going to try it. But until then, I'm going to say, see you in a little while. Okay? I'm going to give it a couple hours. So, bear with me. See you in a little bit. We're back. And look who I got with me. Hello. 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 So in the meantime, our lovely little experiment here, our whipped cream deflated. So what I've decided to do was we're going to try a little sample and Peyton's going to experiment as well. And then whatever we eat out, we're going to cover up with whipped cream so nobody knows we even took any. And then we're going to put it back in the fridge. We're not going to add any more whipped cream until whoever's eating it, they can add it to theirs. All right. So how's that sound? All right. So that's the plan. We're going to cover it up with, we're going to cover up our little taste test with whatever whipped cream so nobody can tell we took any. We want to make sure we get a berry and a. There's yours. Okay. A cube of angel food cake is what I was trying to get at. Okay. And then we can spread. Wow, that looks really good. There we go. No one will even know. No one will ever know. This big chunk is just whipped cream. All right, you ready, Pate? I'm just going for the whole thing. You're going to go for the whole thing. All right. Dink? Sink it. Okay,
I hope Red and Link don't sue us.
Don't sue us. We love you guys.
That's real good.
Holy crap. Wow. So good. What do you give it?
10 out of 10.
Yay! And not that bad for you either.
Yeah, and you got a big tub of it that'll last probably maybe 4 days.
Yum! So you guys give it a try. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you tried in place of angel food cake. Maybe you try pound cake. Instead of strawberries, maybe use bananas and banana pudding. Whatever the case. Let me know how yours came out. Ours is delicious. I can't thank you all for watching enough. Please watch more. And with that being said, the last thing I have to say to you guys is have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.